What's going on, y'all? It's Thursday, so you're back again rocking with your man Sean, better known as Beats on T. So I'm actually on my way home from work. I'm trying to knock out two birds with one stone, so forgive me for any background noise or shakiness in the video. I got y'all hooked up to my car mount, so we gonna try to make it do what it do. First and foremost, I want to apologize to all of y'all because I've been ghost for like the past 2 weeks. You know, I did have a lot of stuff going on. I promise I didn't just like disappear for no reason. A lot of family things going on that I had to get situated. Everybody's okay now though, you know, and getting better. And you know, pretty much life just kind of happened, you know, so just had to kind of roll with the punches. But as far as the giveaway, I want to jump into that real quick so we can get that wrapped up. So for the giveaway, I need for King Machiavelli, Young King, I need you to get at me, sir. You know what I mean? So we can get you your products for the iAMi beer giveaway. All right. Hopefully we can get that shipped out to you on Friday. If not Friday, definitely Saturday. So I just need you to get in contact with me through my Instagram page at Beats on T. All right, so that we can, you know, exchange some information and what have you to be able to get the products out to you. We have a topic, my opinion on the pros and cons of transitioning, honestly. I mean, I personally don't see any cons with transitioning, in all honesty. For real, life is what you view it to be. You know what I mean? You can be one of three people. You know, you can be the person that sees the glass as half full. You can be the person that sees the glass as half empty. Or you can be the person who is just glad that you have a glass with something in it at all and don't give a fuck if you're missing half or gaining half. You know what I mean? The fact that you don't have an empty glass at all is all that really matters. I am that person. I am just satisfied with having my glass and my little 3 droplets of water inside of it. Now, while I'm always striving to get another little droplet of water added to my glass of water, you know, I still don't take for granted the amount of water that I do have. And I don't stop striving for, you know, for more. But that's just me. And I say that to say that life is what you make it. You know, you manifest everything that you have. You create your reality. At the end of the day, though, for real, y'all, there is no, in my opinion, I see no cons. There are no cons. There are no cons unless you validate them to be something. That's like saying, are there pros and cons to being born a male versus being born a female? Just kind of come with it. You know what I'm saying? So I don't view any cons. Cons is like something that you regret. I don't regret shit. I'm becoming me. The only con I see in relation to transitioning is the fact that I have to transition at all. You know, I would have loved to have been born the way shit was supposed to be from the get-go and just have it, you know, everything be biologically correct from jump. You also have to remember that the only thing that's pure and true about us is within us. This outer shell, I think we fixate on it too much, just in general, not even necessarily speaking from a genital sense, you know what I'm saying? Color-wise, all of that, light skin, dark skin, white, black. You know, we fixate too much on the external. This is a shell. It doesn't mean shit, you know? When it's our time, we give back these shells back to the ground, you know, or we cremate them and eventually they get scattered and go back to the ground regardless. Come from the earth, go back to the earth. That's just what it is, you know. And then the soul lives on, you know, it carries on. So boom, it's the inner that matters. There's 2 types of energy in this world. There's feminine energy and masculine energy. The outer shell ain't shit. What kind of energy do you have within you, feminine or masculine? Everything else that you do to line up with that energy you have, Do what you gotta do. Do what you have to do. You understand what I'm saying? Anybody that has an issue with that, that's on them. That's not your weight to carry at all. To answer that one more time, clearly and straightforward, I don't see any cons with my transitioning whatsoever. The only con is for everyone else out there in the world that's ignorant to it and is so concerned with the fact that they feel like I should be stuck to an outer shell that does not fucking matter at the end of the day. Do research on the universe, the laws of the universe. There's just feminine energy and masculine energy, and I happen to be masculine energy. You know, so whether I kept the biological body or continue on with the one I am now building, you know, it's not going to change the energy that I have inside. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Straight like that. Anybody that has a problem with it, you know what I'm saying, that's they boulder to bear on their own shoulders. And I really don't care how they feel. I'm the one that has to live with those consequences and the emotions and the feelings, you know, that are gonna come as a result from not being true to myself. And I'm not fucking doing it. I'm not doing it. I love my family to death. Even the motherfuckers that don't love me in return, even the people that don't feel the same way about family that I do. But the one thing I'm not going to do is allow myself to deal with toxicity or any type of negative bullshit. And I don't care if they misinterpret that to me and I don't care about them, that's fine. Because people are only gonna understand shit from their level of perception. So if you're talking to a fucking idiot, that idiot is only gonna understand things from the level of a fucking idiot. So, I mean, you can't beat yourself in the head trying to get them to understand, because it's like trying to get a 2-year-old to understand algebra. They're only going to understand from their level of perception. So, I mean, think about it. Like, you wasting your time, you wasting your breath. It's like trying to argue with somebody that's drunk or high off fucking pills. You beating your head against the wall. They don't see clear logic. The way shit makes sense to them makes no fucking sense. Leave them be. Let them live in their reality and you live in yours. Remember, y'all got 2 different perceptions of reality because y'all viewing life through 2 different sets of eyeballs. You understand what I'm saying? Again, your perception. You are going to manifest everything that comes into your life. That's the law of attraction. Do your research on that. You know what I'm saying? You shape and mold your reality to what it's going to be. How you view life is how things are going to come to you. If you are always seeking out the bad in every situation, the negativity and all of that shit, I'm telling you, you're that person that views your glass as half empty. Every time things happen, you're only going to see negativity. You're never going to have anything positive happen to you because you don't see it. You're going to become blind to it over time. A lot of it takes practice, and a lot of this shit doesn't come overnight. God knows I've switched back and forth between being the person that was like, yo, I got my glass half full, you know, I'm headed somewhere. And it wasn't until somebody, you know, will point out to you, oh, well, you ain't got shit, look how much I got, your glass half empty, nigga, you ain't got nothing. So then you start viewing it as your glass is half empty, and that's fine, because people gonna have different viewpoints, you know. And I'm sure you guys have heard opinions is like assholes. Everybody has them, but you know, when it's bullshit sliding out of yours, it ain't making me take no motherfucking doo-doo. So, you know, I mean, that was a really fucked up way to put that. Excuse my mind. I hope none of y'all watch videos of with me in it with kids around. I'm so sorry. But I don't know any other way but then to keep it blunt. That's the way I was raised. My mother is very straightforward, and she's Italian. If any of y'all are Italian, like this video, because that means you know what kind of mouthpiece I grew up around. That is probably why my mouth is so terrible. But when I got that suit and tie on, I know how to hold my own. Know that. Cussers get shit done, goddammit. Some folks, you just gotta let them know, listen, I gotta smack you up with my words, because if I don't, I'm gonna beat the hell out you. At any rate, y'all, do fucking you. You understand me? Do fucking you. There are no negatives unless you view it as a negative. There are no cons. To me, there's no cons at all. There's only pros, because now I'm becoming the man that I feel I should have been from jump. No, let me correct that. Now I am changing the external to match the man that I am and have always been. There is no becoming the man, none of that, because I've always been becoming the man as I grew into adulthood, you know. But, you know, I'm just getting the external to match as, you know, I wish it should have been, but for whatever reason, it wasn't. There is some things I must learn within this battle of transitioning. There's some lessons, and I am each and every day looking for those so I can learn them and figure them out. You know, it could be because I need to shed some folks that aren't for me. You know, there's so many different reasons, but I'm always looking for the lessons and what I can learn out of everything, instead of looking at it like life is constantly trying to remove more and more water from my glass. Look at it as little droplets being placed in, whether it's that of opportunity or life lessons learned or things like that. You know, not to mention through transitioning, you're going to shed all of the fake shit that you should not be associated and plugged into, and the shit that remains through that transition, you're going to know that those folks are unconditional with their love and their support and things like that. This is how I feel. This is me. This is what it is. This is how it's going down. From then forward, I've continued to live as... The fuck is that? Is that a bug in my truck? False alarm. I thought it was a motherfucking spider. Y'all about to see me, bitch, like a motherfucker, boy. Listen, let me tell you something. A man, what's up? Like, I'm good. Wildlife, not my thing. That's all I'm saying. That shit completely got me off track. Plain and simple, do you. It's only cons if you view them as cons. I don't see any, so I really can't give y'all pros and cons, honestly, and I apologize for that if you were hoping to get some from me. I see no cons. I see no cons. When obstacles present themselves to me, I look for a solution, because for every problem there is a solution. You may not see it, and if you feel like there isn't one, that's only because no one sat their ass down to figure one out. But think about it. The earth was flat until it was proven otherwise. You know what I'm saying? I mean, shit's only impossible until someone does it, and then it becomes possible. It just might be known as very hard to do, but possible. So, I mean, at the end of the day, y'all continue to fucking do y'all. Don't let nobody tell y'all y'all can't do no shit. Don't let nobody tell y'all y'all can't accomplish nothing. Don't let nobody make you feel like you're wrong for doing what you need to do for you. Okay, this is your life, and you're the one that has to deal with the consequences and the repercussions of the emotional turmoil that you're going to experience, you know what I'm saying, and the mental beatdown you're going to give yourself if you don't make the decision to live for you. So if you're not sure whether or not you want to transition, the only thing I can tell you, the biggest piece of advice that I can give you, is to mentally prepare, because you are going to be forced to face who really loves you unconditionally, who really supports you unconditionally, who really holds you down, who's not for you, who was not as thorough and real and sincere as you thought they were. And there's going to be a lot of folks that are going to disconnect, not to mention you'll be going through things and you will need support the most, while some folks are just disconnecting from you. And you need to be willing to look reality in the face to see the real, and be prepared to let go of the fake, even if that means somebody blood related to you or someone that you may love and be in a relationship with. All right, if you're not ready to face that reality, then I don't recommend that you transition by any means, because transitioning alone sends you through many different emotions. And if that is something that terrifies you, losing anyone that may be in your life, then it may not be a decision that you might want to undergo. I mean, because the suicide rate is too high in the LGBT community, and I don't want you to overwhelm yourself, but I think a lot of people get consumed in the thought of becoming them, and they push to the back burner, you know, the reality of what is gonna meet them at that door. You know, to transition, because when you first start out, everything is cool, but when the changes, the facial hair, the voice, I mean, when the changes start really becoming noticeable, that's when you notice people really start to get a little, I don't know. You know, me and my wife, our relationship is beautiful now. I mean, she supports the trans community to the utmost high, you know what I mean, and even us, you know, when I first came out to her and I told her, listen, this is what it is. This is what I need to do for me. Her first reaction was, you know, I'm not sure how that's going to play out for us. You know, she told me, like, I love you. You're everything to me. And I love you as a person. It's not your external. And she let me know, like, I'm attracted to you, you know, 100%. But I'm not sure what's gonna come of that. So we just kind of went with it a day at a time, and you know, here we are. You know, so all I can say is it's a scary fucking thing, but it's a day at a time. You gotta take it real slow. You know, but just mentally, really mentally prepare yourself for that. And once you've centered yourself and become okay with the fact that you may lose the closest person to you, if you can get yourself to be okay with the idea of that, then do your thing. But I mean, other than that, y'all, like I always tell y'all, and I hope you guys really truly understand how serious I be when I say this. Like, I have a friend that